So, Warrior Cats is being very smart with the marketing for their upcoming Changing Skies story arc by trickling information down little by little in order to keep the discussion going. And their next reveal made quite the splash, because they have revealed the pelt color and eye color for Moonpaw. And you may think, oh, how could that be such a big deal? Well, because she now looks like this. She is the first Warrior Cats character to have heterochromia, meaning 2 different eye colors, and she is the first instance of a chimera cat in Warriors, which is a rare genetic condition in animals, resulting from 2 different embryos fusing together early on in development and becoming one with 2 sets of DNA. And seeing her design, well, it unlocks a memory for me. The year was 2012, and I was on the Xbox 360 dashboard. One of the worst dashboards in gaming, by the way, because they put advertisements on it. But this memory is about one of those advertisements in particular. It was for the Today Show, and the news story they were promoting was this one, about a very special kitty. And naturally I clicked on it and watched the news segment. It was about this cat named Venus with a really cool face. Half black cat, half orange tabby cat. She went very viral at this time for these unnatural colors. Many called her a chimera cat, and I feel like this viral sensation was the inspiration for Moonpaw. Both cats have a face that is half black, half ginger tabby. Both cats are calico. Both cats have heterochromia. But there's a problem. Venus is probably not a chimera cat. I don't know a lot about genetics, so how about we paraphrase the words of someone who actually does? Professor of Genetics, Virginia Papawanu, in an interview with the publication The New Republic. Venus is a calico, orange, black, and white coloring, a color pattern that occurs in female cats with no genetic mutations whatsoever. And the fact that Venus has this divide down her face, it's special and unique, but that's all it is. Just a cat that looks super cool by a single set of genes. As for the eye color, it's a result of white spotting. Blue eyes are the default color for a cat eye that happens when there's a lack of melanin or pigment. So if a cat has a white spot where there's fur, it's white fur. But if a cat has a white spot where the eye is, it's a blue eye. That's why the majority of heterochromia cats are one blue eye and one of a different color. One of the eyes just has a lack of pigment. Ultimately, whether the cat is a chimera is more about the genetic makeup than its fur colors. A chimera cat can even look the same as a normal cat. You can only really tell with a DNA test. Though one thing Moonpaw has going for her, that Venus does not, is that her eye colors are more unusual. As I just said, most cats with heterochromia have one blue, whereas Moonpaw has green and yellow. Though, this eye combination is so rare that I could only find one cat on the internet with it. So, these eye colors don't really say anything either, and could simply be a genetic mutation that isn't chimerism. The only thing that really confirms Moonpaw is a chimera is the story team saying she is one, and the fact that they use the line down her face as an explanation for why she is a chimera. Yeah, I don't think the story team knows what a chimera cat is. That said, it doesn't bother me too much. Warrior Cats constantly ignores genetics. This is no different. And regular colored cats have the potential to be chimeras anyway, so it's not like it's impossible for Moonpaw to be one. So, discussions on genetics aside, what else do we have in this article? Well, we learn our parents are Bayshine and Thriftier, which takes 1 minute on the Warrior Cats wiki to find out they are first cousins. Good job, writing team. Come on, Stormcloud is right there. No ThunderClan family. Make him a dad. Moving on to a better topic, we also learn her moon name is attributed to Bayshine thinking she is super special for her face and wanting to give her a special name. So, yet another cat with a plot surrounding being overwhelmed by her destiny to throw in the pile. That said, I will give the writers credit for one thing. I like what you're doing with Moonpaw significantly more than what some of the fan theories are saying. Basically, the common fan theory going around is that the mysterious voice in Moonpaw's head is the cat she fused with because she is a chimera, which might sound cool on the surface, but I don't like it because it would just be an even worse misunderstanding of what chimerism is than we already got. Chimeras are not two fully developed cats doing a fusion dance in the womb. It's just a single cat being made from two groups of cells. If you make a cake by mixing two different flavors of cake batter, it doesn't mean you made two cakes. It's still one cake. Best case scenario, the word chimera, or any warrior cat's equivalent of that word, is never mentioned in any of these books. And Moonpaw's appearance is just that, her appearance. Trust me, the story arc will be much more enjoyable this way. I can't believe I have to say this, but an evil unborn kitten spirit would be uncomfortable. I think the most meaningful way to portray a genetic mutation in warriors would be to just make her like any other cat. Maybe she has a special role to play in the plot, but she gets there because of her own ingenuity, and not because she had it forced on her by spirits above. Shadowsight was similar in the sense that he wasn't special when all was said and done, not even having a connection to StarClan, and I want something like that for Moonpaw, but maybe with a little more of an optimistic ending. Maybe for once, we can get a cat who is forced to be a medicine cat but just wants to be a regular warrior, actually get to be a regular warrior. I'd love that. So aside from the fact that I wish her parents would just be Nightheart and Sunbeam, I think I'm pretty on board with Moonpaw as a character. Just hope the writing team handles her well, because wow, with a character this wacky, there are a lot of ways to screw it up. Alright, bye everyone.